Capricorn, song that playing for you is Old Money, New Me. So with that being said, look, you could be in a situation, right? You still doing what you used to do, but you're not doing it how you used to be doing it. Because you may have realized something about this isn't really me in regards to when you try to add or express your flavors or characters in whatever scene or situation you're going through. When you try to season something, you realize you may be seasoning it with someone else's mentality or idea of a situation more than yours. So when you express yourself in an arena or an environment in your life, you be expressing yourself in a manner where it's like, it's not really you. It's just you're going off based on what someone you hold close to you feels about a topic, subject, or situation. So let's say one of your parents had an influence on you when it came to relationships or friendships or how you see people in some way, shape, or form. Now you're letting that bleed, and you were letting that bleed in your reality, in your relationships, in your friendships. That's just because that's how you grew up back at the crib, back at the ranch. You feel me? Fast forward, old money. You still got the same friends, new me. You got a new way of expressing yourself now. Now you're bringing who you really are to the forefront instead of who you were trained to be. You feel me? Yeah, look, you ain't doing what you used to do no more. You express, because that wasn't your truth. That was just immature or underdeveloped mindset or form you got from someone external to you. You was listening to one of your parents talk and nag at you about some shit, and that influenced your character or your form of expression when it came to that. Now, fast forward, you ain't doing that because it manifested you a whole lot of problems. You might have been seen as wicked when you did that, or when you invested yourself or carried yourself in that energy. Whether that energy was from energetic influences outside of you, friends, people, your neighbor, your job, your career path, or just internal feelings you had about a topic, subject, or situation, or about a relationship, friendship, idea, place. You feel me? You put your foot, you know what side of the fence you fall on, but something made you fall to realize, you know what, once you bumped your head on the way down, you realize, okay, maybe that wasn't a good idea. Dropped you on the head as a baby. It's like you dropped an idea on it while it was like still young. It was you just started doing something and you didn't like how it made you feel, basically. Or you didn't feel comfortable expressing or carrying that light. You know what that means for you. My side. Yeah, now you're back on your side. Now you're back doing what you do, how you think, how you express. If you wearing someone else's clothes was uncomfortable because they didn't fit you. You wearing someone else's mind, someone else's emotions, or just participating in a place external to you that someone else introduced you to. It only brought you your truth. Yeah, look, I'm telling you, something fucked up the crib for you, yo. If you not going through it, you went through some shit, boy. Or you're going through some shit back at the ranch. Your home don't feel so comfortable for you right now. Whatever you expressing, it ain't hitting for you. That's why you may be withdrawn in some way, shape, or form. Or if it's you versus you, in the sense you could be being dishonest in order to try to fix something. You think the way you could get something back, or the way you could put yourself back in a balanced space, or come on, Cap. It ain't like this. That's why shit ain't working the way you want it to work. You trying to figure out why, and that's because your mind is in the wrong place. Shit ain't never gonna work. Look, love will never be where you want it to be, because how you coming? If you know you coming in a situation sideways, then you check yourself. That's when you trying to figure out why this isn't balanced, why I don't feel good the way I used to feel good here. Yeah, because back in the beginning, when you first started, you were honest with you. But now, as you further dabbled or you further developed the mind in a space, now you took a turn. And you might be the toxic one in the relationship or the friendship. Now you want it to go this type of way. You want this person to accept this truth with no pushback, so to speak. You feel me? And that's why shit ain't stable. That's why it ain't working out. Whether you butting heads with your ideas, your mentalities, you going through an internal battle, you trying to figure out what to push, or you going through an external battle with someone external to you. Someone may not be speaking it to you, but when you involve yourself or when you start speaking or expressing your truth in this, or what you want them to know your truth as, it's like you're wearing a mask, and it's like it's not being received the way you want it to be received. And that's because it's you shouldn't be wearing a mask. Show your face. Look what came out. Page of Cups in reverse. First card out, Page of Swords in reverse. Third card out, Page of Cups in reverse. What's going on? That's why there's nothing new forming. Because this new you isn't you. It's someone else. This new mind, this new idea you have, this new direction you're choosing to go in, whatever it is for you, it's not yours. And you may know that. You took someone else's feelings about a topic, subject, or situation and tried to bring them back home and implement them in your routine pattern with people around you or just with yourself. It's not working because it's not yours. That it could have inspired an idea on how you could formulate your own thing, but to copy and paste someone else's homework doesn't work. Not with the boss man. With YouTube TV, watch live TV like trust me. You live and you learn. And if it's you versus someone outside of you could have manipulated you into doing something like that. Yeah, look, now you looking at a situation. Now you think you deep in thought about some shit right now. If it's you versus someone outside of you had a probably more of a perspective. It's like someone knew more about what you were going through than you did. And they used that to their advantage to manipulate you in some way, shape, or form. And them manipulating you into accepting feelings or a perspective about a situation only to bring an end to it. You feel me? Now shit's unstable, and it's almost like someone on the outside, if it's this type of shoe, it's just was watching the whole thing. It's like someone orchestrated it. Yes, you got one hell of a snake on your hands. You feel me? If it's that type of vibe, you know if that's for you or not. You feel me? Or it's just someone outside of you is not receiving emotions from you because it's almost like they can tell you're not being honest with your expression when they look at the minds and mentalities you express. You feel me? It's almost like you go into an interview, the manager knows not to hire you just because of how your home is, how you express your truth, how you carry and articulate you feel me? It's like that. You don't got passion for it in the right way. Yeah, look, and that's why you're not being received in the right way. That's why I know you're not getting good feeling. If it's you, the first card was the page in reverse and the second was the form reverse. I can't act like I ain't talking to you though. Whether you're experiencing it or you are the one who's carrying this energy. somebody was getting bad ideas or bad feelings from something. If it's you versus you in the sense where you could be in a situation and you're not expressing your truth. You're no longer starting anything new because you know no matter what you do, what you start won't be received the way you want to be received because you thought about this up, down, left, right. You thought about this relationship inside and out to the point where you realize you can't emotionally express how you feel here. No matter who, or how, or what you do it. That's another shoe for you. And you could have been in a certain type of position in the past about this relationship. That's what made you fall. That's what made your mind fall. Your spirit fell when it came to how you feel, think, and or express and invest yourself here. So when you bring yourself to your partner or when you express yourself in this relationship, it's always from a lower place, almost like you're bothered or you don't have time for this. You feel me? It's irritating now when you invest your time and energy somewhere because you know you already looked at it. You already thought about it and you already decided I don't want to feel about this anymore. And whether that's you or someone outside of you, you know what side of the fence you fall on. Back in the day, you thought you hit one switch. You thought you hit a bucket. You thought this was it. Whatever it was. You thought starting this would be putting yourself in the direction you wanted to go in your life. Only to realize it was more of a lesson than a blessing. You feel me? Yeah, look. And you could have learned that because someone expressed themselves to you emotionally. So it's like whether it was someone was an example in your life to bring you a mentality or an idea or a perspective, tale reading, or you were just watching TV in a certain episode, or you feel me, or you heard a song, you watched a movie that connected a major dot for you. That or someone outside of you did that. Or you was dealing with some folks, someone manipulated you into fucking up your relationship because they gave you some clothes that didn't fit you and you tried them on anyway. We talking about ideas, mindsets, and emotions. Hey, Capricorn, you should think about this. It's like someone saw more of a situation than you did. So they gave you an idea or a perspective. They planted a seed on you. Hey, Capricorn, wear this. Hey, Capricorn, you should feel about that person like this. Because remember, or I've been through, or you feel me. They like threw they 2 cents in, basically. They 2 cents planted a seed to put you in the place to not express or communicate yourself the way you should have. When you took a step, you didn't take your best step because someone manipulated you into going in with a predetermined mind. You feel me? And that fucked up the situation from the get-go. You know what side of the fence you fall.